In this video, we're going over tips and tricks on the Moto G Stylus. Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. If you want to stay up to date on all the mobile technology coming out and learn cool tips, tricks, and hidden features, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and tap the bell to turn on post notifications so you can be alerted every time we post new videos. Today we're going to be going over some cool tips and tricks on the Moto G Stylus, and a couple of notes before we start. In the description we're going to have a link. If you don't have this phone and you want to buy one, we'll have a link for that. And we also have a cool Moto G Stylus accessory store where you can find all kind of cool things to go with your phone. Check out that link too, and stay tuned to the very end. We have a cool giveaway we're attaching to this video, so you don't want to miss the details on how to enter. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Our first tip we want to show you is just something you always want to do when you buy a new phone. It's the first thing you should probably do, which is going to your settings app and going to the display option and then going to advanced and changing your screen timeout time to at least 2 minutes. I had already changed it previously, but normally it comes on 30 seconds. I changed it to 2 minutes. Now what this does is it makes the screen stay on longer without you touching it. Now our next tip, some of you guys may have noticed there are no buttons at the bottom of your screen here, which can be a little irritating because everyone is not used to this new setup. This is called gesture mode, and essentially in this mode you have to use gestures to like get to your recent apps. If you're in a particular app and you want to close it, you swipe up. If you are not a fan of gesture mode and you want to just go back to the regular option where you have just your home button and the other buttons at the bottom here, I'm going to show you how to turn that off. So we're going to go to our settings again, swipe down until you get to system. Then you're going to go to gestures. From here you're going to go to system navigation. And you'll need to change it from gesture navigation to 3-button navigation. By changing it to this, it'll change you back to the traditional style of Android you're used to, where there's a home button, there is a recent apps button, and there's a back button. So that's how you get your configuration back to this. I will tell you this, if you give yourself a few days in the gesture navigation setup, you do get used to it, and it's kind of fun. So if you want to change it back, again, it's in the same spot. You would simply just go back to gesture navigation under system. So up to you if you want to give that a try, but that's how you turn it off if you don't like it. All right, moving on to our next tip. This is a really fun one. It's a really easy way to launch your camera using one of the Moto gestures. All you're going to do is flip your phone over twice, but quickly. So watch this. By flipping it over twice, it will automatically launch your camera for you. I believe it works as well if the phone is off too, so just pick up your phone and flip it over twice, and there you go. Your camera will launch super fast, just like that. All right, moving on to our next tip. We're gonna show you how to get that battery on your home screen. So right now we have the battery icon at the top right here, but it's always nice when it actually shows the percentage of how much battery you have left. So let's go to the settings and we'll show you how to turn that feature on. So simply settings, and we're gonna go down to battery, or in this case go up and go to battery percentage. And now you'll be able to see exactly how much battery you have left in the corner right there. Our next tip, we're going to show you how to customize your keyboard and add some fun things to it. So I'm just going to go to the Hey Google right here, and the keyboard is going to pop up. Now I have my keyboard in blue, and I'm going to show you just some of the tweaks I normally make on my keyboard for it to feel better and look better. So first thing, we're going to go to 3 dots here, and we're going to go to theme. This is how you're going to change the color or use your own custom picture to make the background of the wallpaper. So here are just different color configurations. So this is like a really loud orange here. Now I have turned on key borders. Now when you turn this on, it shows each key as a separate key. If you turn it off, it's just a flat keyboard with no separation. So turn on key borders if you like to see your different keys as buttons. And then also, these are different landscape backgrounds you can use as your wallpaper for your keyboard. Some different color variations, light and dark. And there's another option that says My Theme right here. It says My Themes. If you tap on here, it'll allow you to grab your own picture and make that the background of your wallpaper, of your keyboard wallpaper. So that's how you would make your own picture the background. A few more tweaks I like to make here are going to the settings, and I will go to advanced, or I believe we'll preferences first. So in this section, you can actually add a number row. If you type a lot with numbers, you can have an extra row at the top of your keyboard that will have numbers. I like to turn that on. Also show emojis in symbol keyboard, turn that on. And you can also adjust the height of your keyboard if you want it to be bigger, want bigger letters or smaller letters. You can change it right in here. Play around with these different keyboard heights. And also you can turn on sound on key press, so you can make it so whenever you press a button, it'll make a noise. I like to turn that on as well. And that's it. Now if we go back to our keyboard, we have our extra row for our numbers here. And now we have an emoji symbol right on the keyboard to add emojis faster. All right. Moving on to our next tip. Now we're going to show you how to quickly switch between your apps. If you're on this setup where you have buttons at the bottom, it's simply using your recent apps button right here. So let's say I was in the Google Chrome app right here, and I wanted to switch to the last app I was using. I will just hit this button twice, and it'll automatically jump to the last app I was using. And this way I can quickly jump between two apps, just like that. Now, if you're on the other configuration where you have the gestures, it's really cool. It's actually the same way you would do it if you were using an iPhone. So for those of you that have switched from an iPhone, you should be familiar with this process. But basically, open up the one app and you would just swipe where this little bar is to the right, just like that, and you can jump back and forth between apps. It's a little smoother in the gesture configuration than it is with the button. You can keep going to swipe between other apps you were using as well. So kind of cool. That's just called quick app switching. For our next tip, we're going to show you how to take a screenshot on your phone. And this is super easy. It's just simply holding down on your power button for 1 second. It'll bring up this menu, and you can just tap. Oh, there you go. And then if you tap on the picture, it'll allow you to do some additional modifications to the screenshot. It does stay there for a few seconds, so let's try one more time. Hold, screenshot, and then I can tap here to edit. And now I can go to this picture and I can crop it. Maybe I only want to take the bottom. I can have my pen icon, and now I can circle and do some cool things now that I have this cool stylus pen. And then I can hit done and save it. And that's it. It'll save our screenshot like that. Now, quick disclaimer. Some of you are probably saying, show us some stuff we can do with the pen. So we have another video coming. It's going to be specific tips and tricks on using the stylus pen. So stay tuned. That video is coming later on this week, and you'll be able to learn cool things you can do specifically with the pen. So for our next tip, we're going to show you a couple of cool things you can do on the home screen here. So first, when you swipe to the right, it will take you right to Google and a Google search pane that's based on things that you search in your phone. And if you swipe from the corner of your screen here, you can automatically launch your Google Assistant, and you can have it, you can give it a direct command to do something. So for example, set a timer for 3 hours.
Okay, 3 hours. Starting now.
You can also do something. Hey, what's the weather like today?
In Inglewood today, it'll be sunny with a forecasted high of 8.
So you have a couple of cool things you can do from that home screen. You can also hold down on the screen like this, go to home screen settings, and there's a few more things you can tweak. For example, your layout. So if you want less apps on the home screen, you can go to a 4:4 ratio or this 4:5. So you get a couple of different options there. So just a couple of cool things. You can also turn off the Google search. So if you don't want to swipe to the left to get to Google, you can just turn that off. So I can go to swipe access, go to nothing, and now when you swipe to your right, it won't take you to a Google Assistant. If you don't use that, you don't like it, you can turn it off really easy. And for our last tip, we're going to show you how to wirelessly charge your Moto G Stylus. Now, some of you are probably saying to yourself, this phone doesn't have wireless charging. What are you talking about? Well, you're right. It does not have traditional built-in wireless charging, but what you can do is, well, before I explain it, let me just show you. So I have a wireless charging pad right here, and I'm just going to place it. If you look right in the corner, charging icon is lit up. Let's take it off so you can see and watch the green light. You'll see when it starts charging. So, not charging. Charging. Wireless charging on your Moto G Stylus. Here's how it's done. So, this is a cool little adapter. It's called a Qi wireless charging adapter. And it just plugs right into your charging port. And it allows your phone to receive the signal wirelessly so you can charge. Now this does work through most cases, which is awesome. So it just, again, plugs in. And it has a little bit of sticky on the back. And just take it, put it right on there, and your phone will wirelessly charge. Boom. So, for our giveaway, guess what? We're gonna hook you guys up with a Qi wireless charging adapter. I'm gonna hook up 3 people, that's right, 3 people with a Qi wireless charging adapter so you can wirelessly charge your Moto G Stylus. To enter, here's what you have to do. The first thing is simply watch this video from beginning to end. And if you're still watching and you're listening to me right now, you've already done the first part, so great job. The second thing is I want you to like the video. The third thing is I want you to leave a comment and let me know what tip was the most helpful of all the ones I shared in the video. And the last thing, well, those are the main 3. The fourth thing is an optional tweak that will give you an additional entry, which is just to follow us on Twitter at H2TechVideos. We're going to announce the winner 7 days from the day we post this video. So 7 days, come back, check the comment section, and we're going to tag the person who won, and we'll pin the comment as well. So this is going to be a US giveaway only. Unfortunately, we won't ship international for this one. So if you live in the US, you qualify to be in this giveaway. So get in there. Make sure you like, favorite, and share the video if it was helpful. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos. Take care, and as always, have a good one.